Hi everyone, my name is Kirti and today I'll be presenting our consultancy project with Nova Sports Academy. This project has been an exciting opportunity to analyze the academy's current operations, identify its key challenges, and design practical, ethical, and data-driven recommendation that will help the organization uh, for the transition into a modern, tech-enabled future. Over the next 20 minutes, I will take you through the journey of this project from the initial problem analysis through my recommendations to the implementation plan, benefits, reflection, and finally, the next step for the Nova Sports Academy. So, to guide our discussion, here is a quick overview of today's agenda. We will begin with a project recap of remind ourselves of Nova's current situation. I'll then introduce our final recommendation before moving on the data insights that shaped and justified them. Uh, After that, we will drive on to the implementation plan, which outlines how Nova can turn these ideas into reality. We will then consider the benefits, impacts of this transformation. Today, towards the end, I will reflect on the consultancy processes and share some personal learning, and finally include with next step for the Nova Sports Academy. Okay. So, Nova Sports Academy is a growing organization with a strong vision, but it currently faces some major challenges. uh, Athlete monitoring is fragmented and still heavily depend on manual data entry, which is not only consumes time but also create a high risk of errors. The academy's infrastructure is outdated, making operations inefficient and raising complaints against risk. So, another challenge is that the lack of remote coaching capabilities. This means the athletes who are not physically present cannot benefit from flexible training, which reduces accessibility. Accessibility, sorry. Finally, compared to the competitors, Nova has been slower in adopting digital tools and platforms. This puts the academy at a strategic risk as other organizations are moving faster into the digital space. So, the main objectives of the my consultation was is that with the changes in mind, our consultancy defined three clear objectives. The first was to deliver ethical, data-driven recommendation that support both the athletes, staff, and also the parents of the athletes. The second was to enhance coaching efficiency and effectiveness and create an operational scalability. And the third one was to support Nova's transition into a modern, technologically enabled model that would secure its long-term competitiveness. So these objectives shaped every recommendation and decision we made throughout the project. So now, with the background in place, let's move into the heart of this presentation. That is the recommendation I have designed to help Nova to overcome these challenges and achieve its goals. So, I have recommended like four recommendations. The first one was the centralized digital performance tracking. The second one is remote immersive coaching protocols. And the third one is scalable athlete development framework. And the fourth one, the last one is ethical and collaborative digital environment. So, moving towards the first recommendation, uh, it is the introduction of a centralized digital platform tracking system. At present, the performance data is scattered and difficult to consolidate. To solve this, I have suggesting Nova that to implement an athlete specific dashboard where the progress can be tracked, goals can be set, and improvements can be measured over time. This can be done by integrating in an IoT enabled wearables such as smart watches or biometric sensors The academy can automatically collect accurate the training and the health data of the athletes. This information would feed directly into the secure cloud based platform, giving the coaches and the staff real time access without the need of manual data entry. This solution reduces human error, save the coaches and staff hours, and most importantly, allows for data driven decision making that support athletes more effectively. So, moving towards the second recommendation, that is the remote immersive coaching. Okay, the it is it is to establish the remote and immersive coaching protocols. One of Nova's current weakness is the inability to train the athletes who are offside, who are not present at the situation. So, to address this, I propose a developing a virtual coaching platform that allows the coaches and athletes to interact online. This would include a live training sections, performance analysis, and direct feedback. To make the training even more engaging, immersive technologies such as virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality AR can be introduced. These tools can simulate the real training environments, helping the athletes practice skills in an interactive and motivating way. This hybrid approach, combining in person training with online options, this ensures the flexibility, accessibility, and consistency, but matter where the athlete is located or the location is no matter there. Now we can move towards the next recommendation, that is the ethical and collaborative digital environment. Uh, that is, for Nova Sports Academy, this means creating a system that encourages real time communication between all stakeholders like coaches, physiotherapists, dietitians, athletes, nutritionists, all of them. It also means ensuring that any data is collected transparently with full consent and accessibility built into the system. Athletes and parents should know exactly how data is being used, and it's very transparent, and they should feel confident that their information is secure and it will not go out. By embedding these ethical principles from the beginning, Nova can strengthen their trust with with its ecosystem and stand out as a responsible and forward-thinking academy. Now we can move towards the final recommendation is to create a scalable athlete development framework. Instead of taking an one size fits all approach. Like Nova should adopt a tier-based progression model, like with the clear benchmarks and feedback loops. This allows the athlete at different stages to develop and to receive coaching that matches their specific needs and long-term goals. Consistency across all age groups and teams will be maintained, and while also encouraging athletes to take ownership of their progress through collaborative online environments. This framework creates a balance between structured coaching and also self-directed growth, preparing athletes not just for immediate performance but for long-term success. So, of course, my recommendation were not made an isolation. So to validate my thinking, I conducted a survey with 45 participants, including the staff, coaches, students, and the parents of the athletes. So the survey explored four main themes like for performance tracking, data administration, training, flexibility, and the stakeholder collaboration. So the key findings of the survey is uh, like the result of it was 72% of the coaches reported difficulty in accessing consolidated performance data, and the 65% of participants said that they wanted more personalized feedback and remote training options, and 58% of parents wanted clear and more frequent update on their child's progress. And across all groups, stakeholders highlighted the importance of greater transparency and digital integration. These findings strongly confirm that Nova's current system are not meeting stakeholders' expectation. So, in summary, uh, like this is the result for the survey. The Nova, the survey supports three key needs. Like the first is the need for a collaborative platform. Second, the demand of remote coaching tools. And the third one is the urgent requirement of centralized data systems. Each of my recommendation directly addresses these needs, ensuring that the solutions are evidence-based and aligned with what stakeholders actually want. So, the questions becomes how does Nova make this transformation happen? For to answer this, I have developed a phased implementation plan that balances the technology, people, and processes. So I have planned like four phases. The first one is planning and alignment. The second one is like the infrastructure development and setup, and the third one is the pilot testing, and the fourth one is that the resource like the um, rollout. Yeah. So moving towards the first implementation, the first phase, we can see it is the planning and uh, alignment phase. So, uh, covering the months one and two, focus on planning and alignment. During the stage, Nova should select vendors and finally system specifications. The governance procedures such as GDPR, compliance, and consent protocols must also be established. Importantly, this phase involves engaging all stakeholders like athletes, coach, and the administrators to ensure their buy-in and input from the beginning. So the second phase is the implementation plan. It is going through month 3 to 5 is about the infrastructure setup. This is where the chosen cloud systems, where whether the AWS or Azure or another provider are installed, and then the athlete data is migrated securely, and the dashboards and wearables are configured. Access controls and the security protocols are also put in place to ensure the data protection and the system integrity. So now we can move towards the implementation plan, that is a phase three. It is now in the month between 6 to 8. So uh, it is a pilot program. A selected group of athletes and coaches will test the system in a real environment. The staff board training workshops will be held to ensure confidence and competence with the new tools. Then we collect the feedback and allowing the Nova to refine the system before long rolling to out across the entire academy. And now the fourth phase, that is uh, the months 9 to 12 is full of rollout. At this point, the system goes live across all departments and all athletes, like remote coaching, VR and AR training tools, and real-time collaboration features will be fully operational. To make this possible, we need several resources. Like technologically, Nova will need cloud infrastructure, wearable devices, and VR or AR hardware. In terms of personnel, IT specialists, data analysts, and training facilitators will be essential. There will be a moderate initial financial investment, but the efficiency gains and scalability of the system that will make this cost effective in the long run. Above all, strong ethical oversight and accessibility standards must guide this implementation. So, we will get some benefits and impacts. Let's now look at the benefits Nova can expect from this transformation. Operationally, centralized dashboards will reduce manual work and give the coaches real-time insights. For an athlete, for an athlete perspective, personalized feedback and a remote access will boost engagement and the consistency in training. Strategically, adopting advanced training and technologies positions Nova as an innovative academy, which builds trust among the parents and athletes and the potential partners. And in the long term, scalable systems and ethical design will reduce cost, enhance the reputation, and secure Nova's place as a leader in the digital sports training. So, in short, these solutions make Nova more efficient, more athlete focused, more innovative, and more sustainable for the future. So, reflecting on this consultancy project, there were definitely challenges. Accessing accurate and trustworthy data about sports academies was not that easy. Balancing project responsibilities with academic deadlines required careful time management, and organizing the large volume of data into meaningful insights, demanding critical thinking and creativity. But from these challenges, I have gained valuable skills. I have learned how to validate and filter the research from multiple sources, how to prioritize most relevant information, how to manage time effectively using these milestone planning, and how to communicate ideas with uh, the client. This project also sharpened my ability to design original and evidence-based solutions that balance creativity with practical. So, on the personal level, this consultancy project has helped me to grow in several ways. Like, I have improved my ability to think strategically and apply that thinking to real world problems. I have enhanced my data visualization and design skills. Sorry, learning how to communicate complex ideas in a simple, uh, compelling way. I have also become more interested in immersive technologies and the role of ethics in digital transformation. Looking ahead, my next step include applying these skills to my future consultancy project, exploring emerging technologies in sports innovation, and also gaining more hands-on experience through internships or collaborations. I also plan to continue engaging with academic resources such as journals, webinars, and professional networks to stay at the front of the involving field. So, uh, for Nova Academies itself, the next steps are clear. Being the phase one by selecting vendors and onboarding the key stakeholders, closely monitor the pilot program to identify the strengths and weaknesses and refine the system based on the feedback. And finally, explore the opportunity to external funding, partnerships, and evaluation matrices that will support long-term sustainability. So, uh, to conclude, this consultancy project has shown that Nova Sports Academy is at a crossroads. On the other hand, we can say that there are serious challenges caused by outdated infrastructures and limited digital adaptations. On the other hand, there is a tremendous opportunity to transform into a modern, ethical, and performance driven academy. Through the systematic analysis and evidence-based recommendation, I have presented a roadmap of for digital transformation that will improve the operations, enhance athletic development, and secure the Nova's future competitiveness. Uh, by embracing that the changes, Nova can build an ecosystem that is not only technologically advanced but also inclusive, transparent, and sustainable. Yeah, these are my some of my reference that I have gone through this project and the consultation skill. And thank you for listening. Thank you very much for your attention.